Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Quantum and Woody, issue number 1. You can see I got the pre-order edition. It is a cool cover. I dig on this. Found out a little bit about these characters by talking to my comic book shop owner. He is a totally awesome guy, Carlos. Many of you guys know him. Anyhow, what have you. He told me basically that these are two characters that they start to dematerialize if they don't clank their metal bracelets, which are on them, once every, I think they said 24 hours, and that's what they're showing here. It's like, okay, cool. So they got to just clank, and then they're good, and they can continue having their superpowers and going out and fighting. Quantum is the guy who's, he's badass, and he's awesome, and he suits up, but there's no point, because his brother is the other guy, and he wants everybody to know exactly who he is. So it's like, and he really is a jackass. You look in the beginning of this book, and they've got this, it's like this version of Twitter, and they're tweeting, and Woody is just like the biggest jackass, and I love him. So apparently the government's after him. It sets up the comic book better than almost any other comic book that I've ever read before. Like Deadpool, I don't think it could have set up. Well, then again, when Jerry Duggan was writing Deadpool, that's what I'll say. This is, to me, on par with Jerry Duggan writing for Deadpool, those intros that he used to do, which are just like, oh my God, I love this. With Scotty Young doing the little Deadpool figures on there. That's what this feels like to me. One of the best setups going. That being said, I don't know how much I enjoy the characters. I liked the story itself. As far as the characters themselves, Sorry, let me get into who made this comic book. Writer, Christopher Hastings. Artist, Ryan Brown. Colors, Ruth Redmond, Ruth Redmond, my bad. Hasman Otsmain El How on letters, and the cover art is by David Nakayama. Bunch of variant covers, including this one, and those are by Dave Johnson, David Lopez, and Erica Henderson. So, also the GOAT has a Twitter, which is freaking hysterical also. So look, I look at this as, this was a really cool story. It's a very fun story. If you are an old school Quantum and Woody fan, I don't need to tell you to go out and buy this book because you are going to love this. If you have never read Quantum and Woody before, like I myself, then here's what I'm going to recommend. Buy this first issue. Go out, buy this first issue. It's an issue number 1. Everybody wants issue number 1s, right? Go out and buy this first issue. See how you feel about these characters. It's kind of Deadpoolish with someone trying to pull him back to reality and then him kicking him like square in the nuts and saying, no, we are not going to reality. It doesn't break the fourth wall. It's just, pure fun and lunacy and excitement, which it's fun. I like it. It's just, you guys know me, right? I talk about it all the time. I'm not a huge fan of the Leslie Nielsen movies. I'm not a huge fan of those silly off-the-wall kind of things. It took me a while to even like Deadpool with Jerry Duggan writing him. In this particular case, I don't think it fully fleshed that out for me. Some of the best intros, one of the best intros you're ever going to find in a comic book right here, but as far as the characters themselves, they didn't really rub me. It's not that they rubbed me wrong. They just didn't rub me the right way. I'm just like, they're cool. I really did like the story. I bet you other characters in this story would be amazing to me. I just don't like silly characters that much. It's very hard for me to find a silly character I like. And Deadpool's like, he's hit or miss for me. You guys, I think for the most part, you guys know that. So, I enjoyed the comic book. There's no way you're not going to like this comic book if you like these characters. So grab this issue, grab issue number 1, and see how you feel with it. If you like this, you are going to love everything else in this series. I think this only goes to issue 4, so that might be heartbreaking for some, but I promise you it's going to be a hell of a ride. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.